Yeah, and I think that we are live now in all three platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And I guess we will not have time today to go through the questions from the live chat, but we will definitely go through the questions from VCs. So this is a March edition of InnMind Crypto VC pitching session. And today we have 8 startups and quite a number of VCs investing in blockchain, Web3, gaming, play to earn, NFT startups with tokenized business models. And I want, before we start the pitching session and startup pitches, I want to give the word to VCs who are here with us today. So I will ask you guys to make a brief intro of your fund and investment focus so that everyone understands what your fund is doing and what startups are you investing in. And of course, I would give a word to Elaine from Waterdrip Capital, if your internet allows. Elaine.
Elaine, you can try to disable your video.
Yeah, I think that she needs to switch the network, maybe.
Yeah, or disable the video. It's the best.
Yeah. Well, and since I see Stan from Scaleswap, Stan, would you present yourself briefly?
Okay, during Elaine disables the video. Hello, everyone. I'm Stan Stolberg. I'm a serial blockchain entrepreneur and currently co-founder and CTO at Scaleswap, a unique IDO platform. The best and the most fair IDO platform, of course. And we don't have any specific focus. So we are looking for every startup in every domain. The main point, it should be very strong. It should solve unique problems, and the founding team should be able to execute. This is our main targets, let's say. I personally prefer infrastructure projects over application because just they are more tech savvy or tech heavy, and but this is my personal preference. So we are interested in all of your projects and happy to hear and then later to connect.
Thank you, Stan. And you forgot to mention that you are also an angel investor in a couple of startups, investing yourself and via Angel Network, right?
Yes, definitely. So I thought that this includes IDO pitch, but if we speak about this separately, definitely I'm also angel investor, and our network where I'm inside can invest in seed and angel rounds, very good startups.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Stan. Ivan Semenov from Cryptomeria Capital. Ivan, would you introduce your fund and yourself?
Sure. Hi, guys. Nice to meet you all, and thank you in advance for the pitches. I'm a managing partner at Cryptomeria Capital. We're actually a fund currently in fundraising. We're kind of escalating our family office to a structured fund. I come from a traditional venture background where I spent a couple of years building, let's say, traditional strategies, everything from fund of funds to corporate venture. And last couple of years, I'm in crypto investing in more or less everything, but with a, let's say, stronger than usual product focus rather than tokenomics, just tokenomics.
Awesome. And maybe a couple of words about your investment thesis of Cryptomeria Capital.
Largely we believe that industry is going to become a lot more professionalized than it is right now in every aspect. So we're looking for companies that are, not not starting their companies to play in the current environment, but are looking at the potential of the industry as a whole and building solutions that will last. And not just the proof of concept stuff that a lot of things are right now.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Ivan. I hope you will find some good startups here for your portfolio. Elaine, did you fix your internet problems? Yeah, but you are muted. Sorry, you are on mute. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Sorry, I mute myself, sorry. Yeah, this is Elaine from Waterdrip Capital. We're an Asian capital. We have offices in Asia, in Singapore and Shanghai, and we have invested in more than 150 crypto projects, and we were founded in 2017, so which is also kind of OG crypto funds. So we are the early investor of Polkadot, Cosmos, and so this year we have invested so many metaverse and NFT and Web3 products. So looking forward to see more like promising Web3 and product and GameFi. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Thanks a lot, Elaine, for this brief intro. And I want to add from myself that we shared quite a lot of deal flow with Waterdrip, and I know that this company is very good added value VC that really helps startups in their portfolio to grow and to expand on the market. So yeah, kudos to you and your team, Elaine.
Yeah, thank you.
Then I want to give a word to Daniel Ford from Global Emerging Markets Group, GEM. Daniel?
Hi guys, nice to meet you all, and thanks to the InnMind team for giving us this platform. So yeah, I'm Daniel Ford. I'm an associate with the Global Emerging Markets Group. We're an institutional private equity firm, been around for the last 32 years, done over 530 transactions globally across 75 countries, across 20 different industries worldwide. So typically always have been industry agnostic, but in the most recent 6 to 9 months, gotten a hard pivot from our investors to dive deep into the crypto/Web3 space. So we've just completed 2 transactions in the space so far with 5Wire and Zignali, 100 mil and 50 million respectively. But we are looking to complete lots of transactions over the coming year, anything from startups to projects already listed on a tier 1 centralized exchange, industry agnostic in crypto as well. So any vertical, any project that's interesting, we're happy to take a look.
Good. Thanks a lot, Daniel, for this intro. And thanks to all VC investors who managed to join us today. We have 3 VC funds missing: 369 Capital, FishDAO, and Chainfear Capital, right? And all these 3 have committed to anyway review all your decks and pitches and give the feedback. Unfortunately, I don't know why they are not here with us now. Maybe they will join with a little bit delay. And of course, around 20 other crypto VCs from InnMind network will be watching the session, the recording of the session on YouTube, give their feedback and give their requests for introductions with those founders whom they find interesting to invest in. And now we are switching to the most exciting part of the session, which is startup pitches. We changed an order a little bit because one of the founders, Caitlin, the founder of Sofadex, is in Australia now, which is late night there. So we decided with other founders that Caitlin should go first. Caitlin, please feel free to take over the mic and start presenting your pitch deck.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, quite well. Oh. And just a short reminder, you have 5 minutes to present. Please don't overcome this time limit, okay? So it will be fair for everyone. Thanks a lot.
Of course, and thank you for your understanding. Everybody allow me to do it first, and thank you very much. So do I need to share my screen right now?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. All right. So. Okay, can you hear? Yeah, can you see the screen right now?
Yes, yes, all is good. Okay. You can go on.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, guten Abend, bonsoir, 晚上好. Kathleen here, 2 a.m. in Melbourne. I must beg your forgiveness if my response is a bit slow in the Q&A session, because I can't blame internet connection. It will be my brain not working perfectly in the middle of the night. And thank you, Nelly and Abdul, for all your biggest efforts. And without you, we can't make it so far. I'm honored to present you our project, Sofadex, the world's first decentralized exchange for contract for difference, namely CFD. With CFD, people can long or short a certain asset without holding the underlying asset. In traditional financial market, CFD is the newest and fastest growing trading instrument. Yet in crypto world, there's no platform that offers CFD trading yet. If we don't do it now, someone will definitely do it later. This is the market gap Sofadex intends to fill. On Sofa, holders of any crypto can stake these assets into the single token pool, choosing a leverage to bet on the ups or downs of Bitcoin or Ethereum. If his bet is correct, he will win more of the same crypto. If not, the lost cryptos will be injected into the pool. And to guarantee fair trading, there are two critical issues to be addressed up front. The first is the price manipulation. On Sofa, only the price movement of the mainstream cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum are traded on. Because users have consensus on their price. In the future version, other assets with price consensus, such as precious metals, will be added. The second issue is the price fluctuation of the collateral. That's why we've come up with the new mechanism where the volume of the collateral is used for trading settlement instead of the price. Our revenue model is straightforward. Traders pay transaction fees, which is 0.23% of the leverage token. 40% is the platform revenue, 60% is the reward for makers. Maker is the opponent of trader. Makers create the pool and provide the initial liquidity. In terms of the market size, the trajectory in 2021 justifies the assumption that the growth path of derivatives on crypto market mirrors that on the traditional market. If the market continues to do so, which is very likely, crypto's CFD 24-hour trading volume could value $25 billion based on today's market cap. So far, some traditional financial platforms have launched CFD products on cryptocurrencies already. This again has verified the development of the CFD in crypto market. Sofadex was initiated by Dr. Davos, who founded ETN, a public chain project in 2017, which was listed on OKEX in 2018. I have worked with Davos since 2019. Randy is our marketing expert, and we have a development team of 5. We are all very honored to have Professor Thomas John Sargent, the Nobel Prize winner in economics in 2011, as our chief advisor. In terms of the tokenomics, the total supply of Sofa token is 1 billion. 5% is allocated to the strategic investors at the price of 2 cents. 12% to the second round investors for 3 cents. 2% to the IEO for 4 cents. And I'll leave you to go through the rest of the tokenomics. We started, We started working on the idea in March last year. So far, we've launched and modified 2 versions. Our public testnet went live on Binance Smart Chain mainnet. The smart contract passed CertiK and PEG-Shield audits. The mobile and PC version went live. We've also settled partnerships with a dozen of projects. In terms of the competitive landscape, centralized exchanges such as FTX has speculative products such as tokenized stocks. However, only limited tokens are accepted for trading, while any cryptos can be used as margins on Sofadex. More importantly, Sofadex is a decentralized platform where users can be a maker. They can not only profit from transaction fees, but also take the votes on important decisions. Users who prefers to trade on decentralized exchanges will find that Sofa is the only DEX that offers CFD. With our smart contract already past the audits, Sofa is at least 4 months ahead of other DEX. PancakeSwap has recently introduced prediction, where users can bet on the BNB price trend by staking BNB only. As of now, $500 million has been won in this game alone. This has again verified users' enthusiasm in speculative products. With the acceptance of any crypto as margin, Sofadex would confidently attract much bigger user group. When it comes to bear market resilience, which we find ourselves in right now, the nature of CFD is for people to make profits regardless of market performance in the first place. Especially during the bear market, crypto holders often don't want to dump their tokens. By shorting underlying assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, they could hedge against losses on their token value. And with that point, I come to the end of my presentation, and we can go to our testnet and you can have a look.
Yeah, Elaine, I'm sorry, but you are getting out of time. 5 minutes are already over, and I suggest to go to questions. Ivan already has questions to you from Cryptomeria Capital. Please, Ivan.
Hi, Ivan.
Hi, Caitlin, right? Sorry, I just saw your picture, Elaine. Caitlin, sorry. Just to understand, I mean, what, if I understand correctly, I mean, you're trying to do eToro for crypto, right?
Yes, you can say that, but eToro is a traditional financial instrument, right? So they not only offers crypto in CFD, but also they use the traditional financial instrument. So what we focus is focus on the cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, I mean, just for, I mean, in case of eToro, as far as I know, the counterpart for the CFDs that they issue for the long positions is them. So essentially, they always take a short position, which they hedge against the market backwards. So in this case, I mean, from what I understand, you're just creating an exchange where two parties can find each other. So the short seller and the long position, right? And yes, then they're interacting directly with each other without the intermediary.
That's right. And also we have another difference of a point of difference because we are a decentralized exchange. So the users can choose to become trader, such as on eToro, but they can also choose to become a maker. That means that they can open a pool and they can, put their tokens into that pool so that they can benefit from the transaction fees. So not only just doing the trading. Yep.
Understood. But then, I mean, essentially, you're allowing, projects to bet against themselves in many ways, right? So yes. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, it's just in the regulated market again that wouldn't fly, right? So just to understand how you're managing this issue. I mean, you mentioned a few things that you're doing against price fluctuations, but how do you manage this particular scenario?
You mean the projects use our platform to hedge against themselves? You mean?
Well, hedge is one way, but you can just, you can say bet. You can create hype around the project and then put all your liquidity into the project and then say the next day, as soon as you have a sufficiency of deposition against you, to say, I'm not going to do it anymore. And then it all gets wiped out and you make money anyway.
Yeah, so in our smart contract, you can't do everything. So that means that the project as the maker, if you want to be a maker, so there's some coding in the smart contract preventing you to do such things like you mentioned.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan, for good questions. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Okay, good.
Hi, Stan.
Hey, Elaine. Thank you very much for presentation. Interesting indeed. Can you please elaborate on two things? First, the utility of your own token, what you are selling here.
Yeah.
And second one, if you really good cross-checked if your token is not a security. Because, this utility security question, legally. Because what are you doing tends me to think it's rather heavy security, and security means regulation. And also I understand it's all decentralized. This is one topic you need to care of.
Yeah, so in terms of the first question, so we use the token, the SOFA token first to open the SOFA pool on our platform ourselves, so that the traders, users who holding SOFAs can trade in our pools. And the second one is that in the next version of our platform, we will use SOFA token as the transaction to pay the transaction fees. So right now, the projects, so the users pay transaction fees by their leverage tokens. So they pay their initial tokens. And in the next version, they can pay SOFA tokens as the transaction fees.
Okay.
And also the third utility is to use the SOFA token as the DAO governance token. So we are building the DAO governance at the moment.
Got you. So your, let's say, DEX product will not include automatic market making mechanics, right? Like
no, we are dynamic automatic market maker.
Okay, so also including it has similarity with so Uniswap like, right? Pools.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, and we also integrated the dynamic automatic market maker as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting what you are doing, but you need to care about the legal side and of course about a high amount of liquidity in order to make this interesting, because as you know, we have hundreds DEXs now, and but very good. And I liked you engage the Nobel Prize winner in economics. It's really nice move. So good luck.
And yeah, he was also the chief advisor of our previous project, the Intemo public chain project in 2017.
Okay.
So
good. Great. No, let's keep in touch. Interesting.
Thank you, Stan. Yeah, definitely the regulation is a big thing, because right now many countries are cracking down securities like this. So yeah, we will keep an eye on this and on every nation's regulation. That's of course. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Great.
Thanks a lot, Caitlin, Elaine, and thanks for your presentation. We will follow up shortly after collecting feedback from investors.
Thank you, Nelly.
And I want to give the word to the next startup, the CEO of Wisdom, David. David, please take your mic.
Thank you. I will keep the camera off just to have a better quality on the sound, and also for me on sharing.
Sure. Just a small notice, Caitlin, can you please stop screen sharing, because we still see your screen?
Sorry.
No problem. No problem. Yeah. And just a short notice, guys. Hassan from SuperFandom, the next startup, he is facing technical problems with Zoom, so we will change the order a little bit. So please, David, go on.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much for having us. I'm also accompanied by my colleague and co-founder and advisor, Stephen Wright, as well. Thank you for having us. My name is David Nagy. I'm the CEO of Wisdom Protocol, where we are about bringing wisdom to people and communities on Web3 through gamification of knowledge creation and sharing. Basically, what is happening in the environment, that existing knowledge management is not living really up to this modern needs and standards. You can see that on prominent challenges such as knowledge and communities being in silos. Then censoring, like Facebook, Google, YouTube, basically contribute to the uneven distribution of knowledge and content around the globe. You see lots of biased information because of lack of rating systems that basically allow you to judge whether content or knowledge is being actually good or useful. Missing incentives to share knowledge. People are not being rewarded for their knowledge. And because of that, knowledge is being logged in. There are no native reward system on Web 2 because it simply is not enabled. Then outdated and complicated user interfaces. We see that on many forums when we are trying to search, that it's basically impossible to find something back in time because there are no really useful search engines within these forums and communities. And the fun factor is getting lower and lower because creating content and knowledge is a very monotonous task, and it can be also a very lonely task as well. So we are basically coming up with solutions for everyone by making knowledge management fair, addressing human needs, decentralizing knowledge, using blockchain's capability to make it secure, and most importantly, of course, to bring in the fun in knowledge creation and sharing as well. So basically, we are delivering features that the market actually really wants for creating knowledge and sharing knowledge around content, for sharing and retrieval, managing, gamification, collaboration tools, social interactions to follow, like, rate, share, and comment on content, commercializing, being able to provide reward staking and white labeling, storage, and token ecosystem. For this, we have created a token flow that addresses our different personas, the community members who can vote and stake, then knowledge contributors who are the creators of the content and knowledge that is being shared, the content curators who are validating the knowledge. And also the token economics is based around the incentive to make it an active and high quality community where high quality content and knowledge is being created. And also to basically we integrated into the token economics sharing, stashing mechanisms that will ensure good quality of contribution and avoid malicious type of behaviors. A key concept also behind the token economics of the Wisdom protocol is to build around the motive to continuously improve this ecosystem. This is also represented in the token distribution, where we have 54% of the tokens devoted to the ecosystem and the rest being distributed amongst investors, team, and partners. And of course, there are many applications around, especially in the Web2 environment, which we consider to be the legacy, and they suffer from all of the challenges that we have mentioned before. However, we are talking about a $1.1 trillion US market, where majority of these or many of these applications are dying out and new applications for Web3 are coming in. Some of these examples include Epic, where humans are feeding the database of AI, or Ocean Protocol, where you have the possibility to sell and purchase data. Expertise, which is a professional application, where you have the opportunity as a lawyer or a physician to post your projects. We follow up on our success story that we have built in earlier projects within Wisdom. We have already a product that is out, that is a custom product for Wisdom, including FAQ pages, wiki sites. So we come out of the knowledge management industry. And now we are releasing soon the Wisdom SaaS community platform, which enables the white labeling of the Wisdom SaaS community platform. For instance, a gaming platform where you have gamers who wander off during their quest by solving a challenge within their game and need to find answers to their challenges on forums and communities outside the gaming platform. Now you can plug in the SaaS community platform into the gaming platform, retaining your gamers on the platform. And we always try to be very pragmatic about our approach and deliver value quickly to our market and our customers in a changing environment. And this is supported by an awesome team of resourceful people who come out of the SaaS, knowledge sharing, and blockchain industry. And the blockchain industry is further extended, who help us basically find our way into the Web3 environment. And we have very strong links further to the Lucerne and Zurich universities blockchain ecosystem, as well as to the Crypto Valley in Zug. And I would like to conclude here, but I emphasized at the beginning what we are about. We are about revolutionizing knowledge sharing and creation of knowledge and bringing knowledge and wisdom to people and communities around the world. And I think that's pretty much it from us, and happy to answer and take your questions.
Perfect, David. Thanks for being perfectly in time. So questions to David and wisdom.
I can start. Thanks, David, for the presentation. Maybe I missed this, but I haven't seen your token. Let's say, which role does it play in the platform?
Yep.
And the tokenomics part?
So basically, you have our different stakeholders, community members who stake wisdom, and they get voting rights for it to basically deliver their votes to different communities within the wisdom ecosystem and give them credit for which being the best community. Then you have knowledge contributors who are being rewarded for placing their knowledge into our ecosystem and share their knowledge. And then you have content curators who are being rewarded for validating knowledge that is being created on the protocol.
Mm-hmm. But you are speaking about protocol, so basically it's a blockchain protocol.
Yes.
And which blockchain have you used as underline?
Maybe at this point I would call in my colleague Stephen as well. So we
our platform is going to be a multi-chain. We'll start with Ethereum and then switch to Polygon and different other ones. But the idea is to be multi-chain so we can accept multiple tokens.
So basically we speak about smart, not really a protocol in the sense as blockchain with nodes, but about smart contracts, right, on different blockchains.
Yeah, the smart contracts will automate a lot of the procedures. And the protocol is more the procedure of how we manage content, retrieve, and incentivize.
Okay, got this one. Thank you. And the tokenomics part, do you have this?
So the volume of tokens would be 1 billion, and we plan to release those at a given time when the communities are of a certain size on a weekly basis. But we can talk about the details of that and run through the tables and the numbers separately.
Okay. So it's not 100% fixed, right, for now?
No, we plan to keep it open on purpose, so we keep our options open for now. Okay,
I got this one. Just curious to see the tooling, because you're describing many tools, which are, so technically it's quite challenging, let's say, to build this. And I'm curious what about the stage and let's say when we can see alpha, beta, and so on.
Yeah. So
excuse
me. So from the content retrieval management, I mean, we know this, right, from Web 2. So we already have clients, governments using this platform. We have 500,000 users that are using the content and challenge. So it's more of an industrial grade, which we'll use as a blueprint. The development comes on things like gamification and things like that, which we'll use it from the community perspective to get the feedback to find out which pieces are the most attractive there.
Okay. So it's a mix of Wikipedia and social platform.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, what you have in the market, you have knowledge management systems that are siloed and they're either internal or external, and then you have communities. What we're doing here is marrying those two things together, but you'll have a fun community and you're able to share content on the topics that you're interested in, earn from it, and engage with other people.
Okay, thanks. Nice. Let's keep in touch, and I will also test it later.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you for your questions. And David, Steven, thanks a lot for your presentation.
Thank you.
I also have a quick question, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Sure.
Could you return just to one slide back where you had there? And I just have one very quick question. In the beginning, I got the impression that you were talking about democratization of information and disseminating information in the most effective ways. But the first thing I see in your graph is that you have to pay to play.
You do stake in order to enter.
So just so I understand, it's not about democratization of information or anything like this. It's about private community creation for knowledge sharing then, right? Because I mean, you were talking about information that like there is even information limited by Facebook, for example. But I mean, if you're, comparing limitations that Facebook is putting to a limitation of having to stake money to publish or read, it's a little bit different, right?
The staking's on more the motivation of helping people create content. So everybody's freely able to create content on any topic they would like. And the staking is more about the rewards for people to be able to create that content that they want. And then the stakers will pitch on which kind of content is the best content. And then the weekly release will be divided amongst the three areas. So communities, creator, and content providers.
Okay, so you will receive a reward as a content creator even if you're not a staker.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to come here, you want to build your content and the things, maybe you want to move your Web2 content in here, and you will be rewarded for doing that.
Understood. Thank you very much, guys. I mean, and last thing is a bit of a comment. Please don't take it the wrong way, but David, your pitch was great, but the presentation graphics just kind of made me be uncomfortable during the whole time because the slides are not matching between each other and not very clear, to be honest.
Thank you very much for the feedback. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Very good comment. And guys, keep this in mind. We will follow up shortly after getting feedback from investors. And before giving the word to the next startup, I want to apologize, guys, because our team reminded me that while introducing investors, I forgot to introduce and give a word to Zach Hungate from Evereal. So, Zach, I'm sorry for this. I somehow missed you in the list of presented VCs. Can you please introduce yourself and your VC fund?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm Zach from Evereal. I'm a partner. We have a $100 million metaverse fund. Our key areas of focus are metaverse infrastructure, gaming infrastructure, games themselves, play to earn or metaverse style games, etc. Our check size can be as small as 100,000 up to 2 million. We lead rounds, we participate. The only thing we really don't do is DeFi, but we will do stuff around NFT infrastructure. So we recently invested in NFTFi or re-NFT, mimicry, etc., which are ways to monetize your NFTs. So certainly some interesting stuff here, and any of you can feel free to follow up with me.
Thanks a lot, Zach, for this intro. And just additional questions, since you are first time in our pitching sessions, can you please elaborate on the added value that you bring to your portfolio startups, if any?
Yeah, so I was actually a technology founder myself. I raised nearly 20 million of venture capital as a CEO. I built a SaaS company that exited. So, as far as fundraising, we focus on seed to Series B. So as far as helping with your next round, we're certainly well connected in crypto VC. The likes of Andreessen Horowitz, Lightspeed, Griffin Gaming are all lead investors in our fund and our holding company. We own we're one of the largest owners of virtual real estate, one of the largest owners in the sandbox. We own real estate in 25 other leading metaverses. So as games implement land strategies, which is a big trend, we can assist there. One of my other partners wrote the white paper for Star Atlas and Zedrun, so we can help with tokenomics, etc. So that's a little bit more background on us.
Wow, Zach, thanks a lot. It really sounds impressive. And welcome to our pitching session. Sorry again for not giving you the word at the beginning.
No problem. Happy to be here, and this is great.
Thanks a
to
lot.
Mark as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Then I can give a word to the next startup. So this is just a second. It will be Iskren from Reza. Iskren, are you ready?
Yes, hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Iskren. Please start your screen share.
Yes, 1 second. Let me know when you can see my screen. It should be now.
Yeah, we see it.
It is? Okay, perfect. Well, hello, everyone. My name is...
Just a second. Can you make it bigger? Enlarge this? If possible.
Yes. No?
Perfect.
Okay. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Iskren. I'm an entrepreneur and I am also a big-time gamer. I've been my whole life, and well, I'm the CEO and founder of PlayRest, or the Active Exclusion Zone, also known as REST. We are basically a post-apocalyptic metaverse. We are a real play to earn, a real video game, and we are currently raising between 500K and 1 million euros at a 5 million euro valuation. Starting from the beginning, I am a gamer myself, and I've been my whole life, right? Both traditional or casual gamer and competitive gamer. And what we found out is that, first of all, I'm an entrepreneur in the blockchain space since 2017 with another previous project I had. And since I've been a gamer my whole life, I've always been playing different video games, competing in them and all that. And in September, we decided to like make a team of other gamers and developers and build a real video game, because the feedback that, or the experience that we had with all of these new games that are coming out using this technology was very bad, to be honest. Most of them are actually click to earn, not real game, no skill required or anything. So we decided to build something that is great for the traditional gamer, because it will be free, something that is totally transparent. Or the blockchain site is totally transparent, and it doesn't require the user to know what a wallet is, what blockchain is, or how does it work. Also, a game that is skillful and requires some skill and progression and hours of playing just to be able to earn something or earn rewards. And then also for all these blockchain gamers, also have all of these tokenomic side rewards and everything else, right? So from that, I'm not going to go into much detail about the current market, but there are many video games, there are many play to earn and much more click to earn projects. But the real play to earn projects, they have raised between 5 million and 10 million at a very seed stage, and a very early stage, with just a presentation and not much else, with a valuation of at least 15, 20, 25 million, right? Right now we have a valuation of less than what they raised then, and what they had was just a presentation. So what we have today is all of the smart contracts already done, the marketplace is done, the game MVP or the pre-alpha is done. We have a gameplay trailer that is back from December already uploaded on YouTube that you can see on our website, but we already have our pre-alpha ready for 2 weeks from now. Basically mid-April, we are going to release our pre-alpha. The game is free to play, and we already have player customization, battle royale, free-for-all gameplay modes, bots already, matchmaking in different regions. We have already all of that set up, right? On a tokenomic side, we are building an economic system that is made for the long term, and by long term I mean very long term, at least 10 years, right? All of our rewards are going to be unlocked gradually for 8 years and 4 months, to be precise. And we can go into more detail in that into the Q&A part if you are interested in knowing more. But for example, just to let everybody know, all of our community know, that we are here not for the money, but for building a revolution in the gaming sector, because we highly believe that all of the projects and all of the games in the near future are going to have this type of technology. In the core team allocation, we are going to unlock it gradually for 5 years, but we are going to start unlocking 1 year after the token goes into production. So let's say the token goes to production in 2 months, right? Let's say May. So we are not going to receive a single token as a team until May next year. So that is just to build confidence to our users. There are also NFTs about the game. I didn't go into more detail about the game. It is basically a metaverse of interconnected video games that are all of them in a post-apocalyptic era, right? So we as gamers believe that the real great experience that a gamer can have is having the ability to play many games where all the character of the progression is interconnected between each other, right? That share the same database, that you can go and play, for example, a battle royale, and you can go after that and play a team deathmatch mode or a free-for-all mode, or just a live simulation like GTA roleplay type of video game and all of that. And that is what we are currently building here, basically a GTA roleplay type of video game with a post-apocalyptic environment where you can just talk and interact with other players, and then you can go to an NPC and start, for example, a battle royale game mode or an incursion or a survival mode, etc. And there are also many NFTs into this world, which are, for example, the gas mask. You can see over here the first collection of gas masks that we are going to release pretty soon. And we currently have pretty much everything, and we are raising funds just for the community part. We do understand how to build a community. We have an advisor that's worked in other projects before, and that built a 500K community in 4 weeks. And we already have direct contact with all of the KOAs, etc. And that's pretty much it. I don't know if about the team. We are 19 people in total. Between all of us, we have worked in more than 100 video games. And about we can go on that afterwards. About how we're going to make money. Well, basically, we have the token, we have the NFTs, NFTs that we directly sell, or NFTs that we just have a commission that players can craft or mint by playing the game. And also we have some in-game assets, right, that players can buy through an internal token. And that's pretty much it from my side, because I think I already spent the 5 minutes.
No, that's okay. How are you optimizing gameplay for guilds or esports teams? Have you thought about that?
Yes. That is actually a great point there, because we are focusing in a lot in that. We are already partnering with one guild and starting in talks with others, and also the same with esports teams and universities for inter-university tournaments. Know that basically what we have is I don't know if you know FIFA, but it's a pretty similar game mode they have. Between the week, you can play the game and earn points, and the players with the most points during the week compete against each other during the weekend for the better rewards, you know.
And also when is the game launch?
The game will launch in June this year.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, look, I'm starting an esports league for Web3. Would love to talk about potentially having your game be one of them. Yeah, this is great.
Perfect. I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
I'm happy to hear that.
So and, sorry.
No, I just wanted to say to Zach that if you would like to talk with the founders later on, let us know and we will make an intro for you, right?
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Any more questions, Zach?
Yeah, hello, Iskren, and this is Elaine from Waterdrip Capital. And as we all know, the Game 5 was very in need of the operations. So what kind of marketing strategy will you use for your more like crypto gamer to join your game? Yeah.
I'm not sure if I understood the question correctly. What strategy are going to apply to?
Like what's your marketing strategy?
Okay. Yeah, it's basically KOLs, right? Key opinion leaders. We already have contact with all of the Spanish community influencers in this crypto space, and we also have contacted with the most important or the biggest Americans and English speakers, right? Into this space. We are Sorry?
How big like the Discord following?
Right now we have over 1,000 users, but we haven't spent anything on building it. Right, all of these KOLs they acquire money. That's why we are raising funds to spend it for marketing and community.
Okay. Yeah, the NFT looks really good, and yeah, I think need more like marketing to do the community. Community is very important for the GameFi project.
Yeah.
Is this built on Unreal Engine?
Yes, Unreal Engine 4, and we are waiting for a stable version of Unreal Engine 5 to move it to 5.
And what's going to be the primary game style of the game for esports, like FPS, MMO?
It's a shooter. It's a shooter, third-person shooter. The main ones are going to be the Battle Royale and the Team Deathmatch.
Okay.
Any more questions to Iskren?
And
I have one very quick question.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, go ahead.
So what kind of tokenomic you will use to like prevent for the flight?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. Well, first of all, we are going to avoid whales, right? We are going to have a maximum amount of token that any user can purchase. That's the first one, and then secondly, all of the token allocations are highly unlocked gradually, right? So with that, for example, we also control how many token we sell on the public allocation. For example, instead of selling everything on, for example, let's say the token goes into the public selling starts in May, let's say. Instead of selling all of this public token in May, we sell around 1.2 million tokens per month. And we have also an oracle on top of it that controls how many we sell, because, for example, if the token price goes up, we are going to sell more. If the token price goes down, we're going to sell less. So that way we can control how the token value, the token price.
I mean, it's an attractive valuation for this round, in my opinion.
Thank you.
So I just want to understand as well. You said you're building a couple of games, right? Out of this.
Yes. Yes.
And I mean, and the assets are, and all the in-game assets are NFT based, right?
Yes.
So how do you assure that you do not have like one game, let's say, that becomes the play to earn game, and everything else becomes a dead weight essentially?
You mean that we just stop with one game and don't build everything that we are saying?
No. I mean, I believe that you will build them, but usually, I mean, you will need to balance the economy of all the projects within the one projects perfectly between each other, right? For it to make sense. So how will you assure that every subsequent game that you're building within this universe is remains, let's say, in style and tokenomics that you are designing right now?
Well, basically, it is built just for that. Let's say, for example, you can build your own NFTs just by playing the game, right? Just by farming and gathering resources. The whole goal of that is that you have one game mode just to acquire these resources, and you have other game mode where you can spend those resources, right? Let's say you craft a weapon, right? That's an NFT. If you go into an incursion game mode, you can lose that NFT if you die. That way, the NFTs have a value, and it's basically a player-driven economy. And this way is how we balance the game between different game modes.
Understood. So you have essentially one game that's a generator, and multiple games that could be cash burn, right?
Yeah, exactly. And right now we're building it. So we built all of these video games, but we are basically building the base. And other companies, other studios can come and create their own game and add it into our economy and our system. That is for like the long term.
Understood. Very interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So thanks a lot, Iskren.
Thank you, guys.
Look, you had so many questions from investors. I think that you will definitely follow up privately for more questions. We will contact you as soon as we collect feedback. And right now, I want to give the word to the next startup ODIN, and co-founder Luis Gelado. Luis, ready?
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi there.
Okay, nice to meet you, everyone. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah, very well. Please go on.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you for having me here today. My name is Luis. I'm co-founder and CEO of ODIN Protocol. It's a layer 1 infrastructure project based on the Cosmos ecosystem. Well, ODIN stands for Open Data Interoperable Network, okay? And we're trying to tackle 3 main things within the blockchain industry, okay? Basic one, no, blockchain needs oracles to communicate with outside data. Nowadays, oracles are centralized, lacking security, data integrity, and sort of fake news, no? So we really think that the next step for mass adoption of Web3 as we move forward is fully decentralized oracle networks, okay? And this is, we think it's a great opportunity for ODIN as a project. So ODIN is the next generation of Web3 oracles protocol, which is absolutely tailored for data market needs, no? And this is gonna allow data monetization both for end users, B2B platforms, applications. We are completely mobile optimized to allow a very fast and efficient mobile data transferability. We are built on Cosmos, as I said before, and this provides full data interoperability with any mainstream blockchain out there. And we are going to be holding and developing specific features for blockchain needs, as for example, something which is very hot right now, which is dynamic NFT sector. And what is the current market situation at this point? Okay, well, basically 99% of world's data is not on chain. And we think this is one of the biggest challenges for the transition between Web3 to Web2 to Web3, no? This needs to be changed, as we think there's going to be a blossoming demand of on-chain data as we move forward and as smart contract usage increases throughout the next 5 to 10 years. No? So we really think that there's a huge blue ocean out there for ODIN as a decentralized data oracle protocol. We are developing some specific use cases, and this is one of the challenges for 2022. The streaming of user-generated data. We are very focused on user-generated data because coming from a data background with previous companies, one of the main challenges in the industry is that users were at some point were left out of the equation. Also, being able to create a monetization protocol for user-generated data is a huge opportunity in the market. As we said before, we have built ODIN within the Cosmos ecosystem, which is one of the biggest and fastest growing ecosystems, Web3 ecosystems out there, which allows full interoperability between blockchains. We launched our mainnet a couple of months ago, and we have already been recognized by major community and professional node operators within the Cosmos ecosystem. We have onboarded more than 60 validators in our running network already. Okay, well, I wanted, probably Nelly will share with you this presentation, so I'm gonna stop on this, but we have already some metrics and stats from our running mainnet. We have what we think is a unfair advantage, okay? ODIN is a spin-off of GeoDB. GeoDB is a London-based company with a subsidiary in Spain where we hold all of our team. GeoDB has been in the space, in the crypto space for over 4 years now, and we have direct access to a huge number of users which have been trying our working products, in which we have tried to prove our data concept. Okay, so we have a huge community around all of our social media accounts and already active users in one of our blockchain apps called Geocache, which is a data generator application which offers monetization stream for users. We have an extensive roadmap for 2022. As I said, our mainnet is now running, and 2022 is mainly focused on developing specific features and use cases, so we onboard a good level of traffic through our network during this year. Now we are working closely with both off-chain and on-chain companies to develop these features, and we will start to unveil them during the next months. We already have closed a good number of partnerships out there with both, as I said before, off-chain and on-chain companies, and we are working to bring use cases into our network within this data industry. And there's a huge amount of opportunities. We currently closed a deal with a company to use our oracles to get all of the osmosis per price feeds through our oracles. So we are working on the business side of the network, and for now it's looking very well. One of our latest partnerships has been with Memop. Memop has invested in the company nearly $3 million, and they are a data mining platform that is willing to onboard all of that data into our network throughout 2022, building value for that data and specific use cases. Well, here's a small summary, complete summary of our token economics or token distribution. We will have a DAO governing the whole network. We are only keeping 80% of the tokens, and the rest of the pools are basically orientated to push development of the network as we move forward, as we develop, community, tech community, and use cases. We are currently running a funding round, strategic round, private round that we expect to close before the end of Q2. We are already receiving currently funding from an equity perspective. As we said, the company was incorporated in London in 2018. We have more than 2,000 equity investors, nearly $4 million raised so far. And these two rounds are completely orientated, to keep on developing the use cases, the usage of the network, and our marketing strategies to keep on growing our community as we move forward. Well, here you will check this once Nelly sends the document. I'm going to spend time here. And as I said before, so ODIN is built by the team of GeoDB, good number of users already, proven capabilities of developing blockchain products, onboarding users, get good metrics, and already good capacity from the business perspective to onboard partnership with all key players in the crypto and data space so far. We are a core team of 20 people right now. Most of it's tech development team, and we will be onboarding an additional 5 to 10 members before the end of the year to keep on accelerating of the development of these use cases. And yeah, that's it. I hope that I was on time. Thank you.
A little bit expanded. I just wanted to stop you, but it's okay. It's okay, Luis. I inspire investors to ask questions. Zach, Elaine, Ivan, Stan, Daniel, who has questions? Yeah, please go on, Elaine.
Okay, thanks, Hassan. Yeah, as we all know, we see our capital see Cosmos ecosystem very well. We see this is a very good future. So as for your competitor, I think mostly it's very similar with like Ocean protocol and also like a Chainlink protocol. So what kind of differences between your competitor? Can you explain more about it?
Well, but Chain is now very focused on other networks. So we are I think we have a good opportunity to grow big this year within the Cosmos ecosystem. We are already in talks with many projects within the Cosmos ecosystem that are already asking for some of our capabilities. And we have already partnered with Link to develop. So I really don't think that this is a matter of competition as well. I think we are going to be able to work together as there's going to be blossoming demand in the industry. We are very deep focused on user generated data, which is where our background comes from. So we've had other startups in the past based on B2C products, and we really understand the main challenge in the data industry about how users are being treated, okay, and how unfair is the industry. We have been able to develop end user products with monetization streams for users. And I think that this approach, focusing on that user-generated data, is going to have massive demand throughout the coming years. And I think we have a very good competitive position at this point. And as I said before, I don't think the industry is going to be capable of handling all of its demand with one only Oracle network out there. So, but I see competition more as a, we're going to be able to partner together. I'm absolutely sure. And there's a specific niche within the industry and verticals in which we can specialize ourselves, and that are already going to have a huge demand of usage. So this is my point of view at this point. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your answers. Yeah. And as for the node services, our capital, Waterdrip Capital, was also good at providing the node services staking. Okay. So we can talk more about it. Yeah. And you can also show us how do you the node staking
So currently we have already like 20 million tokens staked. The token is not listed, but there are already 20 million tokens staked throughout, all that bunch of validators, and it's currently generating, I think it was like 70% APR at this point. So that's working. So regarding investors that are going to be willing to onboard this funding round, vested tokens, where we have a linear vesting of 36 months with vestings every block, but vested tokens can be already staked within the network to generate rewards from day one. Okay,
thank you.
Okay, thank you, Luis. Any more questions to Luis? Okay, not for now, Luis. I guess that you will discuss the rest questions in the private follow-ups with VCs. Thanks a lot for your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And right now I want to invite to pitch Alex from Satoshi Universe. Alex,
hi, guys.
Hi there.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, quite well.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks to all of you. I guess I'm going to do the share screen now real quick.
Yes, please.
There you go. Can you see it?
Yep. Can you make it bigger? Oh, yeah. Right now it's perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I can start, all right?
Sure.
Wonderful. So, hi, everyone. My name is Alexander Vasiliev. I'm Senior Business Development at Cryptomeria Labs. And Cryptomeria Labs is a venture studio that is a part of Cryptomeria Holding. Cryptomeria Labs develops its own products, assembles in-house teams, and covers every project aspect. Our core competencies and focus are in collectibles and art, play to earn, and GameFi and Metaverse. We've been in the market ever since 2017 and have built a blockchain-related business ecosystem. And among those companies are Cointelegraph Global and Cointelegraph China. Satoshi Universe is a mobile metaverse, a futuristic world. The story concept was written by a professional writer who's a long-term author of Cointelegraph Global. So far, 3,000 NFTs have been sold. We have an active community of 36,000 users, and among them prominent holders and early fans, which is a good indicator for further development and success. More partners are willing to get on board now, both technological and purely business ones. We have many great names in our pipeline, and we are communicating actively with European museums as well and are open for more pertinent partnerships. Cointelegraph Global and Cointelegraph China are our media partners as well. So as of the current stage, we are actively communicating with a couple of tier one ideal launchpads. In WANTG, we will list at least at one tier one centralized exchange. And also we plan to do market making with our trusted with our fund trusted market making partners. So we're building an open metaverse available both on iPhone and Android. And it's going to be fully open metaverse where you can become a virtual landlord, create iconic buildings on your virtual land, and basically compete with other players in PvP mode and earn tokens from total PvE and game mechanics. Planet Earth is scanned and divided into tradable hexes. Anyone is free to build and run his or her own virtual empire, own and upgrade unique tradable in-game assets. So here we have some sneak peeks on the gameplay, mechanics, other things. So DAO mechanics alongside the B2B component allows for a variety of integration options. In-game DAO creation is simple, and then go other mechanics such as forming alliances with others. You do that while you run your virtual business with in-game, not tradable governance token. So Metaverse as games of the current period lack the element of real economy. And using DeFi gives an opportunity to exchange tradable in-game assets in a native and seamless manner. A good example here is one of Cryptomeria Capital's portfolio projects called DeFi Land. You're on a virtual farm where instead of farming on harvest, which is a pretty convoluted thing to do, you just grow your crops. And the more crop gets, the bigger the yield. If you want to cash out, you just bring the harvest in. And that's a good example of what we call gamified DeFi and have that implemented in Satoshi Universe too. And remember that we run that on our mobile devices, which is a killer feature in itself due to the user-centric approach to it. So Quest mechanics work straight for B2B integrations and brand activation. That's why we have implemented AR technology here. Couple words about metrics. Those are the metrics of the game that we acquired. The key indicator for us here is the retention rate. It is 2 times bigger than the industry's average. And to us, that is a solid indicator of deep interest in the game and its core mechanics and setting. We expect Satoshi Universe to become not just another metaverse, yet a habited space for people and brands. Well, as a play-to-earn tokenomics, I can say that we have top-notch, well-balanced tokenomics because we have worked on, as a venture studio, we have worked on a plethora of projects internally and external projects as well, and we just simply know how to do it. Here we have available types of virtual businesses, assets, and actions. So you can see that we have a marketplace where you can craft things, where you can sell those things, digital assets that you're crafting. A bank, you can do staking, get staking rewards. And well, basically, when at casino, do the casino things too. Couple of words about the roadmap. Right now, it's Q1 22. Like our next big step is alpha version release in Q2. And another thing I'd like to mention here is the token generation event Q3 2022. At least one tier 1 centralized exchange and many DEXs will be having before the TGE event by that date. As of the token metrics investment schedule, we basically we're fully booked for the seed round, but we're open for private sale investment options. We are super focused on the long-term perspective, and it is important for, well, you listeners, dear listeners, to also know that we are Gerteis of market making. And on the first day of TGE, we'll be on at least one tier 1 centralized exchange, and we are open for smart money and long-term strategic investors, not flippers. There's a pie chart with the token metrics investing schedule to those who are interested. And boom, that's it. Thank you. Should you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thanks, Alex. Great pitch, actually. You are a very good presenter.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's a nice deck. I have a few questions. Have you talked to Evereal before?
I'm not sure. No.
No, they didn't. No.
Okay. A few questions. What chain is this built on? The blockchain stuff?
Well, actually, we're in active communications with Near Foundation and Polygon Studios. So we haven't decided yet.
Okay. Who's in the seed round, or who's in the seed round? What VCs?
Think this is something we can say in a private conversation.
Okay, that's fine. Have you done a land sale already?
Yes, we have done that, and we have done that in basically in what we call MVP is we have acquired this game, and before we have acquired this game, we already had active users in it. So yes, we have acquired the game that had users who have actively bought those in-game assets.
Okay, so there's no more land for sale.
Excuse me?
There's no more land for sale?
There is more land for sale. And basically there is the land that, there are many hexes. And as I've mentioned previously, well, we have, the virtual Earth well scanned. And I mean, we can create one more or a couple of other virtual words as well. Yeah.
So is the way it's going to work is your NFT marketplace is on the internet and on chain, and then the game's going to be mobile. So if you're in the game and you want to buy an NFT, it actually redirects you to a web browser. Is that how it's going to work?
Well, actually, it's a question that I would address to the architect, but it sounds like it might be the scenario that you're mentioning here. But I've heard
because the app stores don't allow NFT.
Yes. Well, we know, like, we're looking for ways to basically, like we're talking with stores, like we're trying to find a solution. We're running some experiments. We're running on what's going on, like, with other projects, because
look at Thetan Arena. It's a mobile game that has an NFT component. It's how I just described. But those are all my questions. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fine. Thank you.
Thanks for your question, Zach. Stan?
Yeah.
Elaine?
Thanks, Alex, for the... Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Great pitch and also nice graphics.
Thank you.
So nice done. By the way, are these graphics from the old game, what you acquired, or new, fully new design?
It's our design. Yeah, basically it's our concept. It's our visual concept. Yes, this is what we've done. Like at the stage after we acquired the game.
Okay. Thanks. So in your strategy, I might miss it, but I haven't seen IDO platforms. Is it correct?
Yes. Well, but I've mentioned that we do have some active communications with IDO platforms right now.
Yeah, we should definitely speak with Scaleswap. with
no
my
problem.
platform.
Absolutely. No problem.
Should establish this communication, and sounds like you know what you are doing, having this solid team behind the shoulders, right? It's very important. And all the team is from Cryptomeria, or you have external team producing?
Well, I wouldn't use the term external, because we actually like, to have people in-house. We prefer to have people in-house. The core team, like the management, is of Cryptomeria Capital. Plus, we're actively hiring people from the gaming industry. And we also have a team of tax specialists that are supporting this game. And this is the team that actually developed this game initially.
Okay. Yeah. Let's connect later in private.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll be happy to chat with you. Yeah. Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank you, Stan. Elaine, you wanted to have a question.
Okay, thank you. And hi, Alexandra. And can I ask, did your app is the kind of Web2 gaming and change to be on chain?
I'm not sure. I understand your question right. Can you please rephrase it?
Yeah. Just most of the, like we all know, the GameFi gaming, most of them are like a traditional game studio, and then they change it to be on chain, and then they become like a crypto GameFi project. So can I ask, your kind of like a mobile app is also like the same way of this kind of GameFi project?
Am I I guess you're talking here about the way we basically converge those two realms of Web3 and something traditional. In this case, we're talking gaming, right? How do we approach that? Like the synergy between those two worlds?
Not really. Just for example, many games, they are traditional game studio, and they change their tokenomic, and then they put it on chain, and then it become a GameFi project. So I mean,
I get it now. Yeah. It's I'm in Thailand, so it's night here. I might sound stupid sometimes, but I'm not always stupid. So, anyways, the team, like the studio, well, I guess we can use this term. They do know how to work with blockchain related apps. They have worked on dApps before. And we were actually, we've known them for quite a while. So we could see the track record of the team. And of course, we looked at other options that we had out there in the market. We talked to other teams, and we decided to go with them because they have had that taste of Web3 and blockchain and dApps before we decided to go with them.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
I mean, if you have any other questions, we might just get into some, chatting tomorrow maybe, or get into some phone time. I'll be happy to chat with you too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think your project is developing very fast. I saw your Twitter doing the airdrop, so your strategy doing quite well.
Well, yeah, we actually, you mean the NFT sale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we decided to do the NFT sale because we really wanted to start working on our community base, and I do like the way we approached it, and I actually like the result because we do have a very lively community of many thousands of people, and we what we've done so far, we have run this. We have carried out this NFT sale as a form of just getting them to know the narrative of the game, like the in-game mechanics, digital assets. We put some Easter eggs in there to keep them entertained, and it worked. Yeah. So yeah, it's not that we're let's make another NFT because we have a media backbone in a form of Cointelegraph Global or Cointelegraph China. No, it's because we really wanted to make a great community and make them happy with that, because we're willing to continue.
Okay, do you already have the game demo?
Yep, yeah, we do.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we will talk later. Thank you, Alexandra.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Alex, thanks a lot. And as promised, we will follow up with everyone, including you, when we collect feedback from all VCs, making direct introductions with all interested VCs here. So Absolutely. Good luck with Satoshi, and please stop your screen share.
There you go.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Alex. Great pitch again.
My pleasure. Thank you, guys.
I want to invite to pitch James from Bladebound. Are you ready? Bladebound team. Cool.
Yep, we are ready.
Okay, awesome.
How you guys doing today?
Perfect, James. Okay, I see you now, and please start your screen share.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Welcome.
So let me introduce myself. I'm James Seaman. I'm a 36 or 37-year veteran of the video game industry. I worked on some titles probably you guys played in your childhood, like Oregon Trail, Carmen Sandiego, all those. And then I've worked on the Clancy franchise in the beginning. I've worked on Command & Conquer, StarCraft. You name it, I've probably been a part of something. And I worked for the Learning Company. I was the VP of marketing for quite some time during the rise and fall of Kevin O'Leary's Learning Company. I've worked on RPGs pretty much since day one during the SSI days. So if you don't know a little bit about SSI, you can Google them. They were kind of the company that brought RPGs from pen and paper to the screen. So they worked with Wizards of the West Coast for years. And I want to talk about our project Swords of Blood, Bladebound. Let me give you a little taste of the gameplay. Swords of Blood is actually, Bladebound is actually a game that is finished. It has been on the market for about 2 years. Our team, I'm the former VP of Artifacts Mundi, who was who created this title, and I was part of the team creating the title. Artifex Mundi had some issues as far as financial stability of other products that lost money. It was not Bladebound. So in conversations and reorganizing their company with my consultation, they decided to let us have the Bladebound project and move forward with it, not only on the Google Play and iOS side, but on the blockchain side, which I felt was the necessary objective for this game in the first place to reinvent it. There's 200 hours of gameplay as is right now, 1 million downloads, it's 4.7 rating on Google Play, over 2 million downloads on iOS, 200,000 players playing every day. It is a hack and slash game built with PvP and PvE modes already in the game. $6 million has already been spent on development of this game. It is a fully functioning Diablo style game. We have all rights and full access to code base. We are the only company making the game improvements for this game. We have the exclusive NFT license and we own all the merchandising rights. So basically, moving forward, we've decided to look at the game from the inside out. And the biggest issues with Bladebound initially for me were that the Polish developers, Artifex Mundi, are extremely good at RPG games. They're very good at the mechanics of RPGs and the gameplay. They're very, very poor at free-to-play mechanics. So what we've decided to do is take the game apart, which we have. We have hired a person from Playrix, and we have 2 people, one from Tencent and one from ByteDance, who are reorganizing the free-to-play mechanic models to make them more profitable. Not so much play to win, but at least play to pay something. So we are looking at test runs where we're increasing the revenue or the act to buy spins by over 35% right now over the original game. The game will, the game as it is right now on the blockchain side will just swap out the USD portions for sword tokens. Sword tokens will be the only instrument in the game. And I want to make clear that the blockchain version, as we speak, when I talk about the improvements made to Bladebound, those improvements will only be made to the blockchain version. The iOS and Google Play versions will basically die. They are, if anything, we'll use them as A to B test runs and things like that. But the game is moving forward into blockchain exclusively. And I heard some things about, how do you get into mobile and things like that. The word sideload needs to be talked about. Basically, Android lets sideloads happen. As you've read about, maybe the EU will open up sideloading to Apple in October. So Apple will be forced to open up the iOS system for the first time. I've heard Asia will follow suit by November. So those 2 territories will have full sideloading ability into iOS devices. So you will not have to worry about NFTs being sold on an Apple phone or wherever. You can bypass their app store completely. The NFTs that will be in this game, this is why this game, I think, has a lot of legs in the RPG community. If you know anything about RPG communities, they created Comic-Con, they dress up, they love to collect. The Diablo crowd, which this game is built on the foundation of, is even more rabid than that. And there's no game right now on mobile that lets you truly have ownership and tradability. So when you have an item in a game like this at level 40 and you're level 50, it's useless. You can now create an NFT. You can push a button in this game, that item becomes an NFT and it's now sellable and worth something. All the drops that happen in competitions are worth something. So this is the first time in a game like this that you'll have the ability to get items that are going to be worth something and give back value to you as a gamer. Games like Game of Thrones Conquest and things like that just don't have that. You just spend and spend and spend. And you have nothing to show but a picture on the screen. I want to move over to basically our team because it's extremely important to talk about it. Bladebound, as it is right now, like I said, has 200 hours of gameplay. What we are going to do is this. We've identified that the biggest issues for the game were the free-to-play mechanics, and we felt that increasing more spins, getting people to get better armor and create that kind of atmosphere would need competition. So the PvP modes will be expanded dramatically. We'll be adding 2 large PvP maps to this, Command and Conquer style PvP maps. One guy wins. You have to buy tickets to these events, 16-player multiplayer, and we will be initiating an expansion pack, which will be longer than the game itself, and that is being run and consulted by Jacob. and Jacob is the man who created Cyberpunk and wrote Witcher 3. And he is being partnered with a writer from Skyrim and myself and Adam Vine, who are both published authors and RPG writers. Our PvP team will be led by Chin, and Chin has worked on World of Warcraft, and I will be bringing in guys from Blizzard and a couple other companies to work on the PvP. Wojciech and Duke are my blockchain guys. They run Ulta Arena, and will be the people that will be running the blockchain side of the business as far as the implementation of the economy, because the first bill will be out in August, and that will be the game as it is, totally finished, without all the multiplayer and multiplayer changes in the free-to-play chain and the expansion pack, but it will have the blockchain economy fully integrated and ready to be played, and we're hoping to launch it on Gamescom floor. Mariusz Zielinski is a project manager. He is the former VP of Artifex Mundi. He has left Artifex Mundi and is the co-creator of Bladebound. We have one of the lead artists from Artifex Mundi from the Bladebound project. We have the backend manager from the Bladebound project, all on our team. As you can see, I've worked on a few franchises in my life. I've been blessed to work with Will Wright, and at one point I was the only person. I was the person that was not only worked on this on SimCity, but Myst, and at one point those were the two top-selling PC titles of all time. So it was a blessing to be able to do that. And for the last 12 years, I've been in the mobile side of the industry, and I've seen just about everything. So we bring both things to the table here. I've seen some games shown today, but we are a very solid gaming studio. We have basically I know just about everybody in this tree, and we partner with a very solid blockchain company. And so it is my goal to really honestly bring the traditional gaming community to blockchain. It makes perfect sense for a company like me because point blank, I don't want to pay Apple and Google 30% of my money anymore. So if we create a community where we can bring that message that our company is, going into this, with the right intentions, and we're going to give back to the gaming community in itself, then I think it's going to be a message people want to hear. The SWORD token, as you see,
Excuse me, I hate stopping and interrupting startups, but unfortunately you are exceeding the 5 minutes deadline.
That's fine. This is a 40-minute presentation. It's 30 minutes. I'm trying talking as fast as I can. I'm sorry. I didn't have enough coffee, man. I'm talking. So I have the deck. I can send you guys the seed, how it's working the seed round. We're raising 1.5 to 25 million. And let's have some questions.
Please let investors ask you questions,
okay,
right?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, good. Ivan, I know you have questions, and Zach, of course. Yeah. Okay, guys, who goes first?
Hi, James.
How you doing?
Sorry, Zach, I jumped in front of you. Is that okay?
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah. James, well, thank you very much for the pitch. I actually heard your pitch at ABGA, I think last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago.
It's a little early. It's a little earlier today. I think I got a little better in tune today. It was at 1 o'clock in the morning that time.
Yeah, no, but great pitch again. Very nice to hear from you. I just wanted to make sure that I understand very well the relationship that you have to the mother company that actually developed the game, because I understand you're either licensing out the game or you bought the exclusive rights. Could you just explain a little bit?
I am so Artifex Mundi, I basically took that little they make hidden object puzzle adventure games. They're probably one of the best at it besides G5. I brought them from nothing to being traded on the stock exchange. I worked for them for 7 years. So I left, I was part of the Bladebound project, but basically it is kind of these guys are all some of my best friends, and we have acquired this game to help Artifex Mundi. They just don't have the bandwidth to continue a project of this significance and go back to their core gaming styles, which they're doing. They're going back to Hoppa games and premium games. They're stepping a little farther away from free to play when it comes to RPGs, because they really don't have the ability to grasp that. So our team is taking the project completely over. And it's basically a synergy between both companies. As you see, three people left the company to come work on the Bladebound project. We do own all the rights, but there is synergy. We do talk back and forth every now and then about the project and where it's going. They're extremely happy with it going to blockchain, and they're very happy about the expansion packs we're going to be adding to this game.
Understood. And I mean, I assume in this game already you have a, I mean, I think you mentioned before that there's a large community of existing players that you're looking to transfer. And I assume within those communities, there is like Asian guilds and things like this, right? Because you said that was primarily targeted for, how are you planning to incorporate the traditional, let's say, guilds that are not in the pay to earn side of things, with like, let's say, the new mechanics and the new guilds that are, well, and not the new guilds, but the crypto guilds that are there like primarily to make money? Because that's two very different things, right? I mean, if you're spending money to have money.
I agree. I think, our game is inherently you make money because it still has the concept of, of a free to play game. So people have to realize that games like this bring in millions of dollars a month just in spending. People like to buy armor. They like all those things, but inherently you're making money basically by competition. So if you want to compete, you got to have the best armor. So if you go in against 4 people, you better be, well suited. And so how we bring people in, I think, is that the guilds we have now, we will address that situation with them. They will be able to come in with one set of their armor, and after that they'll be, and that's not sellable, by the way, and they can earn after that the armor that has NFTs. But I think the whole thing about them being able to own their weaponry, but the biggest difference is that the PvP mechanic changes, maps, and the new expansion pack will not be on Google Play or iOS. So if you want to play this game, you move, and now we're gonna give you ownership. So so that's the big play here. I mean, we're gonna bring 300,000 or 400,000 players into this game by October or November, because they're just point blank, when the first PvP map hits in December, they're going to move. And,
so James,
I mean, I think Zach will probably ask this question as well, but for me, it would be interesting to understand how you go from, how will the guilds react to, let's say, the game that is already in play with existing infrastructure and people.
We actually are reached out to a couple of the people, have played Bladebound and spent, quite a sum of money on Bladebound. Actually, the thing about it is we're getting great feedback, and the fact that, well, it's really awesome now that we get to be, all these hours of time we spend on this game could actually not only make be somewhat profitable, but we can get back some of the spends we've made. I mean, some of these games, I don't know, if you play Clash of Clans or fight style games, I mean, people are $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 into these games, and they have nothing. They don't get anything out of it. So this is a game that will offer them the ability and to own their items, to sell their items, but also engage in storylines that are quite point blank AAA. Right. And this game is AAA from top down, and it will be on PC as well by Q1 of 2023.
Where are you based, James?
I'm in Northern California.
Okay.
A little bit north of San Francisco.
Okay, great. Are you gonna offer sort of advanced NFT like armor, weapon sales to teams?
Yes, we are. We're gonna offer NFT sales. We're gonna also offer a few items that are going to be exclusive, not in game at all. They'll be able to be played in game, but not earned in game. So there'll be a few very exclusive items, like the Sword of Blood armor and the Sword of Blood sword. Will be items that will have a lot of value, and but outside the game.
What chain is this going to be built on? Maybe you said it.
Avalanche.
Oh, amazing. There's another great game coming out called Shrapnel. It's an FPS on Avalanche. Super bullish. Yeah, I really want to talk to you after this. This is great. The gameplay looks amazing. AAA games are the future. Yeah.
Give it a download on Google and iOS, and we're really, really excited about it. And also, I left out John Moyer. He's the bass guitarist of the band Disturbed. He's our music director. So I think you'll be very impressed when we drop some names here on the music side, because that also is hand in hand with games like this. The cutscenes, the CGI and everything. We have over 8 minutes of CGI, by the way. That's small portions of a small trailer we made. But Artifact is giving so many assets.
I think like the free-to-play on-ramp from the existing game will be great. I mean, are you getting any royalties from the Web2 game, or are you profitable? Or are you burning money?
On the iOS and Google Play side?
Yeah.
We have a rev share partnership with Artifact Mundi, but their quite frankly, literally out of they're going to let that project literally just die because the blockchain is the play here for this game if we're going to reinvent it. And it's something I wanted to do. I mean, I made this decision because I was in talks and I've worked with Apple and Google for years. And I thought, you know what, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to take it to another level. I'm going to, I've been a part of so many changes in this industry. I'm going to be a part of another one. And I'm literally tired of paying royalties to both those companies.
Yeah, would love to get connected and chat later this week.
All right, excellent. Appreciate it. I appreciate all your time and everybody who came here today.
Yeah,
we heard you and made note already to introduce you to James.
All right,
thank you.
We spent so much time. I would also have questions, but maybe we should move, right?
As you wish. You can ask one question and then we will move forward.
Yeah, thank you. James, I saw some old friends here, Duke from Ulti Arena, so we know each other for quite some time. My question is, so how exactly blockchain is used in the game? Do you need to have a wallet, or how is the mechanic? So what makes this game blockchain?
Duke, you want to take that on? Is Duke there? I mean, Duke's out. If we could have a conversation outside, because Duke's handling the integration, where we're working with 2 or 3 companies that make and that's the biggest thing, is the whole wallet issue. I think it's kind of the elephant in the room for a lot of traditional gamers. And I plan on smoothing this out in the PR and marketing we're going to do to make it seem like it's just like opening a Venmo account. We're going to make it super easy. We're going to bring it to Gamescom and all the shows. We're going to have people can sign up for wallets right on the game floor. So we plan on making it very simple. We're probably launching at least 4 or 5 tutorial videos on YouTube, how simple this is. And literally, once we get past this whole thing about, oh my God, I have a wallet and all this, it's going to be, I think the gaming community is going to be more educated. Once they're more educated about it, I think it's going to be a slam dunk for me. I mean, the message will be very clear that why we're doing this, and hopefully the gaming community will respect the point that we're giving them ownership.
Yeah, you're doing very important job for blockchain gaming ecosystem, bringing mainstream to blockchain. Right. This is so important. So let's have also a chat, not to lose.
I appreciate your time too, sir. And everyone have a great day. And I'm sorry I'm over time, it looks like.
No worries, James. Thanks for a good presentation. And we'll keep in touch and follow up shortly.
Thank you.
Good. I want to give the word to the next startup, True, and co-founder Dan. Dan, are you ready?
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hi there. So please start.
Just a moment, I need to share screen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the screen?
Yep.
Yeah, great. Okay, a few words about me. Since 2017, as a co-founder and CPO, I participated in one of the most modern platforms in iGaming industry that includes such technologies like processing, banking, gateways, anti-fraud solutions, SDK, etc. The company exists till this day. Its valuation is over 50 million. It's really pretty good business. But to be honest, I'm interested in much bigger tasks and opportunities. So the last year, I left the operational management of the company and started a new project that have focused to attracting a really huge audience to the project. So this project is True. It's an ecosystem to create next-gen NFTs and deliver utility to GameFi and everyday life. Okay, some words about target audience of NFT. Who is it now? Speculators, digital citizens who like to use NFT as unique avatars, and collectors of contemporary digital art, and also GameFi NFT. But the trend is falling. Everyone is already tired of static images. The market is changing now. NFT technology has a great unrealized potential. Static NFTs will give the market share to dynamic. This is GameFi and utility. So The drivers of this transformation are traditional game developers and brands, both of which are actively entering Web 3.0. They all need NFT functionality. We know how to unlock true potential of NFT. The concept of our ecosystem is based on 4 main solutions. White label marketplace is a ready-made solution in the brand's or game developers' identity. Oracle is the decoder that deploys utility functionality of NFT. SDK is an easiest access for game developers to smart contract technologies. And also a True app is a fintech solution aimed to activate NFT and implement its utilities. So True is a multi-chain solution where all market stakeholders can interact: brand, game developers, partners, services, users, gamers, and etc. True helps all market participants. It unites them to achieve a single goal. And we already have the proof of the product. Using True technology, our sister game provider implements NFT drops in their game for fashion TV and poker stars. TL Games doesn't need to build their own infrastructure. It gets everything ready via SDK, and players get continuous gameplay and seamless interaction with the NFT. Second case is Bellator, one of the largest MMA promoter in the world. We help them to launch their own NFT project. We help to sell NFT on their own branded marketplace via our white label solution. Also, we help them to organize IGO as a part of their future virtual game based on their fantasy sport mechanics. And most important, we engage Bellator's fan base to interact with NFT via Oracle utility, linking merch with NFT, ticket to fights, sponsorship packages, and much more cool stuff. Soon you can see it in all of Bellator's marketing campaigns. So the audience of our ecosystem is growing due to interaction with many stakeholders who become part of True, but our main focus is brands. Why brands? Main problem in crypto, expensive cost per user, because at the previous business we paid to affiliates more than $700 per user. It's a really huge negative impact to unit economy of our business model. So brands have 1 million of loyal fans. What we do, we provide ready-made technology that helps brands to launch their own NFT projects and expand the interaction with their fans. What we get access to their audience, which will use our app and other stuff like loyalty program, play turn activities, etc. So the TFT token is the key to the ecosystem for all our stakeholders. They all need to buy and stake our token for using our services. Brands need to stake a token to access their merchant office. Developers need to stake the token to work with SDK. Users are staking the token to participate in exclusive NFT drops from lovely brands. And much more mechanics and transactional models. So that's the main point. And what about our team? As I said before, we are very cool guys who are working together more than 5 years and know about blockchain solutions and have a great blockchain expertise from 2017. And about our tokenomics, we have already reserved a seed round, and now we are at the finish line to the strategic round close. So if you have questions, of course, the roadmap, we have great roadmap, and we are moving according it. Now we are on the final stage of launching our marketplace, and also you can find MVP on the web address truefuture.io. You can find all our stuff there. So if you have some question, I will get to answer it.
Thank you, Dan, for your presentation. So I inspire investors to ask questions. Any questions to True?
Dan, thanks for the presentation.
Yes.
So what is a fully diluted market cap at the IDO of when you launch?
For valuation on IDO, it's here, it's
40 million.
40 million.
Yep. Okay. And so if you can in one sentence summarize what you are doing with True. This is a white label NFT marketplace with simply to connect APIs for non-blockchain companies. Is this correct? Or
we help non-blockchain companies to go to Web 3.0 in one sentence.
Okay. And the case with Bellator, is this case outside of True, or is this already a case with True? I didn't go this far.
It's already a case with True. We working together with David Green. It's the president of Bellator, and we very like this partnership. They are very cool guys.
Yeah, this is really cool because it's a really great push, right? So it's can be nothing better. The Bellator community must be loving such things.
I can say more in our private. We have not. It's just public cases, but we have closed cases on NDA, and I can share it in private discussion. But it's very cool brands we have on the board now.
So basically, you understand yourself as rather as technology provider for brands, right? So you will act somewhere behind the scene because every brand will have its own branded NFT marketplace, and you are like WordPress here, right?
Yes, like WordPress, but with a little bit our difference. We have solution as centralized solution and non-centralized. We have custodial wallets and non-custodial wallets, and all brands can choose all of these solutions if they want to communicate with their fan base via plastic cards, Visa or MasterCard. We can only do it with custodial solution. If our brand auditory is crypto geeks, we can use non-custodial with MetaMask and other stuff.
Yeah, cool to see this. And the technology wise, this NFT marketplace, the technology for this is already done, right?
Yes. Yeah, the first iteration of our marketplace, it's already done. We have on pre-production stand the full version, but the MVP version you can find on our website, public on truefuture.io.
So, and are you planning to do IDO?
Of course, but now we need to think about exactly date, but maybe in May or June. But we want to do it on May.
Nice, but let's have a private chat then about IDO and other topics, also investments. Interesting what you're doing.
Thank you.
Great, perfect.
We will be glad to introduce you to each other. Any more questions to Dan? Okay.
Maybe some questions from game providers, because we are game developers, because we are working with game developers too. if anybody wants.
That's very good point, Dan. And by the way, I pay attention of all the founders here that guys, it's not only about fundraising, it's the core focus, of course, but if you see other companies, startups that could be interesting for you as potential partners for BizDev, marketing partnership, R&D partnership, please don't hesitate to let us know, and we will gladly make introductions between startup and startup as well. Thank you, Dan, for your presentation. I think the remaining questions you can discuss in private talks, and you can stop your screen share.
Of course, thank you. Thank you very much.
And last but not least for today, Hassan from SuperFandom. Hassan, did you fix your problems?
Problems were fixed like an hour ago. This session has been a marathon session. Congrats to you guys for pulling it off.
Thanks a lot, Hassan. So please go on, start your screen share and start your presentation.
All right. Are you able to see it?
Yep.
Okay, let's give me a moment.
Sure, you have even 5 minutes.
I do. Hey folks, I'm Hassan. I'm the founder of SuperFandom. Have you guys heard of Penn and Teller? They're the most legendary magicians in the world. And they recently launched their NFTs on OpenSea, which were these beautiful JPEGs you see on the screen. Now, Penn and Teller have a huge fan base, including me. So I knew their NFTs will make millions. Instead, they made 11,000 bucks. Compare that to influencer Gary Vee. His NFTs look basic, but they all have utility, like dinners, games, podcasts, conferences, you name it. Gary's super fans love it. And so Gary made $23 million on just the primary sale, 2,000x more than Penn and Teller. Main point is, while JPEG NFTs are a great fit for visual art creators, what if you're a YouTuber, an actor, a chef, a performer, etc.? Because then JPEG NFTs offer almost no value to your fan base, which is why we're making SuperFandom, an NFT marketplace where it's not just about the art, it's about the utility that fans get from creators. How does it work? Well, we conceptualize, design, mint, and manage utility NFTs for creators. Full concierge service. All creators also get their own storefronts, and we provide a secondary market as well. Here are some examples. The first NFT is golf with a Hollywood celebrity. The second is access to metaverse concerts of a famous singer. The third and fourth are collaborations with a Bollywood actress and an American TV star. And these are just 4 examples, we've got many more. As for the business model, we charge commission on primary and secondary sales. And the market opportunity is huge because it lies at the intersection of the 100 billion plus creator economy and the 1.5 trillion plus crypto economy. And it's growing fast as more and more creators become crypto native. About the team. There are 4 founders. I'm Hassan, like I mentioned previously. The others are Sophia, Fahad, and Shabazz. Previously, our team built multiple consumer apps and grew them to over 18 million users across North America and Asia. So we're an experienced team. Raising 2 million on a safe agreement, 400K is already committed, and more than half of that goes into marketing and biz dev. The rest will go into product, etc. Here's the competition. First up, Autograph, big NFT startup, but they're only focused on famous athletes. Next up, Nifty Gateway, focused on creators, but they specialize in JPEG NFTs. Then there's Rally, again focused on creators, but they use social tokens, not NFTs. I'll also mention Cameo, which is limited to video messages from stars. In contrast, we're a platform for creators to launch all kinds of utility NFTs. What you see here is our traction. So far, we've signed up 30 plus creators with more than 50 million followers. These include well-known creators from Hollywood, Bollywood, YouTube, etc. So how do we take over the market? Let's start with the full concierge service we provide to celebrity creators. The big names love the convenience, so they launch their NFTs with us. That helps us stand out in the market, attracting a large volume of smaller creators, which in turn helps us capture the market for crypto native fans. And that can turn into a virtuous cycle, helping us become a destination for all creators of the world. That's the big picture. And here's the roadmap to make all of that happen. The milestones are designed to help us increase customer and revenue growth. And we can dissect these milestones in a follow-up. But for now, I'm going to close with the fact that the second wave of NFTs will be all about utility. And our startup is ideally positioned for that. So join us, we'll create this future together. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Hassan. Thank you. You are perfect in time. Any questions to Hassan from investors? Guys, don't forget to unmute yourself if you're asking questions. Elaine, Daniel, Zach, Ivan, Stan.
I would ask my little son making here noises. So, Hassan, thank you. Strong presentation. I just wonder if only myself see, but the pictures are very poor, so I can not read what is on many slides. Is it a problem on your side or on our side?
It's a problem on my side.
Okay, I got it. Can you please explain the main, let's say, utility? You say you create a marketplace where every NFT will have certain utility. And how will you help to create this utility for celebrities? For example, I saw Lindsay Lohan, right? And you really signed contract with her, so she will be, right?
She's an advisor, yeah.
And how you will help her to create a really utility for this NFT? So what tools are you using? What concepts are behind?
The creators decide the utility that is going to be the most fitting for their audience because they know the audience best, right? What we help them with is redemptions, right? So for example, verifying the redemption on chain that it actually took place so you can decrement the redemption count, that's one. Okay, and then we also take care of reputation management. So for example, imagine a creator doesn't do a great enough job in providing whatever their redeemable NFT did, right? So we allow people who redeem the NFT to add their feedback or their rating to the metadata of the NFT so that the NFT starts gathering a reputation for that particular experience or whatever access it had. Okay, and then all the constellation of NFTs that a creator launched, they start feeding into the reputation of the core creator themselves. So, specialization around these use cases essentially.
Okay, but you are using standard formats for NFT, ERC 7 to 1, 1500, right? Or are you creating your own NFT format?
Defined format.
Already used. Okay. Well, it's very interesting idea to have a curated NFT marketplace because it's about this, right? It's curated, so you will not allow any users to produce NFTs. For example, if there is a random user, he will first pass KYC probably to be on.
Sorry, I didn't get the question. If there's a random user, what happens?
Yes, I mean, if there is a random user, any user, he will not be able to create an NFT within your platform.
Creation, right? Okay, so
it's a curated, right, marketplace. You will curate.
So
this.
here's how we do it. We're doing a full concierge service because most of these well-known celebrity creators, they don't have the understanding or the time to get into this. So we do the artwork and the minting and the design and even the conceptualization of experiences, right? We're also creating self-service functionality so that the smaller creator who's not well-known can just onboard themselves to fill out a survey and they launch their NFTs within 10 minutes, right? So that's like, I shared my, roadmap that's coming in Q3.
Okay. Okay, and the last question is from the tech side. When can we expect the beta version, so really working one of this marketplace?
Go to superfandom.io and things are live right now.
Great. So basically for you, you are already in the late stage. You only need to close your private round, and then you can go to IDO and
yeah, that's the plan.
And earning so tokenomics and earning money is probably from transactions, right? From buying the NFT.
Primary and secondary, yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, interesting idea to pull in celebrities and their communities for sure. Also a mainstream project because many of them are not crypto native, and it's a first touch for them. Let's have a chat also in private.
Would love to. Thank you.
Thank you, Stan, for your questions, and thanks, Hassan, for your presentation. Now you can stop your screen share.
All right, okay. Thanks a bunch. Thank you for having me.
Okay, good. And actually, sorry, as you can see, one of my dogs got so excited, maybe by SuperFandom pitch, so she refused to stay alone. Guys, I want to thank all startups and founders today. Just a reminder, shortly after we finish now, I will contact with all the investors, sending you all the pitch decks and startup profiles and asking your feedback. Please choose with what founders would you like an introduction to follow up for the deal. And we will immediately follow up with the intros and supporting you in deal making. Meanwhile, founders, please check that you have all the pitch decks updated and uploaded to your startup profile on InnMind, so that investors do not waste time on outdated information. Okay? I think you all say yes. Then yes. Thanks a lot to everyone. And I wish you a great evening or day or whatever time zone you are in. And wish you very good deals.
Thanks, Nelly.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nelly. Thank you, Nelly.
Thank you,
Goodbye, everybody.
guys.
Guys.
Bye.
All right.